For centuries, the world has worshipped Sun Tzu's Art of War as the ultimate playbook for domination. CEOs quoted in boardrooms, politicians cited in campaigns, Instagram gurus sell it as life advice. But what if everything you've been taught about this ancient text is wrong? What if the most famous lesson, all warfare is based on deception, completely misses Sun Tzu's true message? The uncomfortable truth. We've turned the art of war into an excuse for manipulation when its real teachings reveal something far more profound and far more dangerous to those in power. The great misinterpretation. Modern strategy experts have reduced Sun Tzu's masterpiece to a collection of clever tricks and psychological hacks. They cherry-pick quotes about deception while ignoring the core philosophy that makes up 90% of the text. Victory through preparation. Sun Tzu devotes entire chapters to knowing yourself with brutal honesty, meticulous logistics planning, terrain analysis, supply chain management, troop discipline and training. Does this sound like someone who believed wars are won through deception? The ancient Chinese generals who actually followed Sun Tzu didn't win with tricks. They won through overwhelming competence. When Zhuge Liang defeated Cao Cao's 200,000-man army with just 20,000 soldiers, it wasn't because of some clever ruse. It was because he chose the perfect battlefield, waited for the right weather conditions, understood his enemy's psychology, had trained his troops to perfection. The deception myth. The famous line about deception appears exactly once in the text. Meanwhile, Sun Tzu repeats variations of know yourself, know your enemy over a dozen times. The deception we've been sold is the deception about deception itself. Sun Tzu's radical truth. The core message of the art of war isn't about fighting better. It's about making fighting unnecessary. To win without fighting is best. This changes everything. Sun Tzu wasn't writing a manual for warriors. He was creating a guide for preventing war altogether. His methods worked so well that Chinese generals would often win campaigns by maneuvering enemies into surrender without battle, through alliances that made resistance pointless. By understanding human nature so completely, they could predict and prevent conflicts. 3 modern distortions. Appear weak when you are strong. Modern misuse, fake humility, and hidden agendas. True meaning. Never reveal your full capabilities until decisive moments. Attack where they are unprepared. Modern distortion, justification for cheap shots. Real lesson, master fundamentals so thoroughly you spot opportunities others miss. Know your enemy. Modern reduction, stalking competitors on LinkedIn. Ancient wisdom, understanding human psychology at its deepest levels. The historical context everyone ignores. Sun Tzu wrote during China's Warring States period, a time of constant conflict where wars bankrupted kingdoms. Farmers were conscripted into armies. Entire populations starved due to military campaigns. His text wasn't a celebration of war. It was a desperate attempt to stop the bleeding. The ancient Chinese military academies that studied the art of war produced diplomats first, strategists second, warriors last. This explains why 60% of the text focuses on logistics over combat. It constantly emphasizes the economic cost of war. The highest praise is for generals who win without fighting. The 5 real principles of strategy. Invincibility first. The skillful warrior puts himself beyond the possibility of defeat. then waits for the enemy to make a mistake. Modern application: build an unshakable foundation before taking risks. Moral law matters most. Sun Tzu's first principle of victory: the moral law causes the people to be in complete accord with their ruler. Translation: true power comes from legitimacy, not force. Economy of force: there is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. Why modern hustle culture fails the Sun Tzu test. Adaptability beats planning. Water shapes its course according to the nature of the ground. Why rigid 5-year plans fail. The ultimate victory. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill. How this applies to business, relationships, and personal growth. Why this matters today. In our era of social media manipulation, corporate backstabbing, zero-sum thinking, Sun Tzu's real teachings offer a radical alternative. Business: build such superior products that competition becomes irrelevant. Apple's approach. Relationships: address conflicts before they escalate. Personal growth: eliminate internal battles through self-mastery. The choice before you. You can keep using Sun Tzu as an excuse for office politics, psychological games, short-term manipulation, or you can embrace the harder truth. The greatest strategists don't win battles. They make them unnecessary through unshakable preparation, deep understanding, irresistible positioning. The real art of war isn't about conquering others. It's about mastering reality so completely that victory becomes inevitable before the first move is made. If this changes how you see strategy, smash like. Let's reset 2,000 years of misinterpretation. Comment true strategy below. Find your tribe of real strategists. Subscribe. Next, we expose Machiavelli's misunderstood masterpiece. Because the world doesn't need more manipulators. It needs more masters of the real art of war.